to Rogue 5 Rundown with Chris and Brandon. It's Friday night, 6 p.m. Eastern. Time to go through the sales.
We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to the show with Chris and Brandon on another episode of Rogue 5 Rundown, number
86.
86.
On this episode of Rogue 5 Rundown, join Chris and Brandon as they go over the toy market. Doesn't it sound like one of those narrator guys that's letting you know what's happening in the beginning of an episode?
Yeah, you're like a Morgan Freeman type guy. I mean, for us, since we have so many damn sales and listings, we need to get the Micro Machines guy who speaks like a mile a minute and to go over our sales for us.
Exactly. But the chances of that happening, because we are just a very small podcast, are
0.0.
Correct. Well,
all right. We got a short one here this week. Thank you for joining us on another episode of Rogue 5 Rundown. If you don't know, we go over prices on our sales page, roguefivetoys.com. Join us there. We use a little search bar here to the right, in which case, if you're looking for a specific figure, please type or item or accessory or playset, whatever. Just type in there what you're looking for, and hopefully it pops up in the search, because we do not cover everything. This is a weekly just review of sales on the page, and not only sales, but some of the weird, oddball, cooler items that we might list on there or whatever. So anything that comes up. So
it's just a recap of what we listed for sale, whether it actually sold or not, just for the week. So
here, I'll start off with this monster one here first. Since I know we've been recording for a while tonight, just to go over some of the prices of some of these items here. So, Chris, you listed this. What can you tell us about? Have the prices at all changed in some of the blasters?
I mean,
some of the other accessories, or are we still seeing the market kind of steady out right now?
No, accessories have kind of kept their price. I mean, it's the figure itself that's probably came down, but accessories are still the hottest ticket that you can buy. These things sell faster than anything. And I mean, not really like a Chirpa hood, but the blasters itself and sabers, those things still fly. And doing these accessory sales are the worst kind of sales that you can possibly do.
Yes,
I have a headache at the end of the day every time I do these sales. And I always say I'm never going to do it again, and I keep doing it.
Yeah, these are definitely some of the worst ones to do, because it's a lot of claiming and a lot of different people. And like I told you when you were doing it, I was like, I wish somebody would just say claim all and be like, oh, thank you.
Just a lot of questions, a lot of PMing me, a lot of invoices, these are a lot of work.
So yeah, join us. We're not going to go over each individual price here, but I just wanted to highlight that they are. Things are starting to calm down a little bit with the Star Wars market. So, yes, check us out there. This is another accessory, snap cape. These have pretty much held their value, $60 to $65. I mean, nothing has really increased or decreased with these the last couple of years, I'd say. So, one for nice shape for $60 is a good deal there. So, I mean, and you're not going to pay maybe 65 tops, I think, for these nowadays, but with that. So here is a coin. Chris, what is this? The Power of the Force Luke Skywalker coin.
This is the Luke's X-Wing coin. Came on the Luke X-Wing Power of the Force card. These coins used to go for about $1.25, $1.15. I mean, so they really haven't dropped down too much in price. They're usually about $75 to $90 nowadays. I always put the coin on the scale because you want to see that it weighs between 4.3 to 4.9. That is the parameters you would like to see for a legit coin. It doesn't mean that it's fake if it's more or less. It just means that maybe it's very dirty or that it was cleaned. So you like to see in between 4.3 and 4.9 for a legit coin.
All right. Yeah, and like you said, this coin used to go for a little bit more. The figure I know on the card back with the coin, the sealed mint on card, those are, I think they hold their value around $500 for a decent one. They used to be a lot more, about 800, I'd say. I just love the display on it. The colors that they pick for the card back are really really nice. Another figure that's a good price here, and it's a Luke Skywalker farm boy, but with a lettered saber. Now, usually, like I said, markets calmed down a little bit. These were ahead of COVID 120, 130, probably with the lettered saber, and now they've come down a little bit.
Yeah,
to $90, $90 to $100 is a good range for these.
These were 120 to, like Brandon said, like 130-ish all day long. They would sell. It always depends on the condition of the Luke, obviously, because the saber can go for $75 by himself or $50. This Luke is actually in very nice condition. The torso is a little bit discolored, but the fact that the rest of his body is still white, there's not a lot of rubs. He has hair. His eyes look good. The eyebrows. I mean, overall, it's still a very, very clean Luke with a tad bit of discoloration.
This is a Droid Factory R2-D2. As you all know, if you own a Droid Factory, it is not complete unless you have one of these figures in it. So this figure came as a Build-A-Figure in the set. This is pretty much all the money in the set is this figure. Here's a nice example. Again, these figures were going for over 100, 110 easy for a nice condition one a few years ago, and now they've come down a little bit, anywhere from 80 to 95 range, depending on the condition there. But this was a nice one that went up. Nice sticker. Yeah. Usually the stickers are all beat up and chewed up on these.
Condition-wise, this would be in the more upper echelon of condition. They're normally yellow, and the kids put these stickers on them themselves, so they didn't do a good job of putting it on, so they're always falling off and stuff and peeling.
Yeah, and the dome is detachable, so kids would use it for their air hockey table and all that.
Yeah, for the butt.
Last item here's one of, like I mentioned before, oddball type stuff. Some of the different toy lines that we offer on here. LJN 1988 Hulk Hogan white shirt.
Yeah, this one sold very, very quickly. I know I've seen sales for 200 and 150, and then I've seen sales at $100 or so. I kind of just went with the lower common denominator, which was $100, and it was instantly sold to our friend Josh Crouch in about 7 minutes. So,
all right.
This is like a variant because it's known as the white shirt. So I guess there's maybe a yellow shirt, like we said.
Yeah, there's a couple of yellow shirts that I've seen for sale. And now since Hulk passed, obviously the price has increased. Just with anybody passing, usually the price of an action figure or an autograph or whatever, or some type of memorabilia from that person will increase in price.
Yep.
So, yeah, I've seen plenty of the yellow shirt ones. These were usually beat to hell, man. People were constantly, playing with these figures. And the whole point of these figures was to smash them together and wrestle them and throw them off of, the stairs on top of another figure. And, that was the whole point of these. So, usually when I run across these figures, all these wrestling figures, man, they are beat up. And that was the whole point of them. So, if you find one with really nice paint, it probably wasn't played with all that much.
Yeah.
But I know I have a big boss man that's like in pristine condition, and I was gonna list him for sale, but I was like, man, I really like this figure, and I just love that he has all his paint. He's really cool looking with his billy club.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is a fat Charles.
The nightstick.
The nightstick, yeah. It's a fat Charles. I had to keep it. But anyway, yep. So that covers it. That's another week. Like I said, join us. Here's another Hulk that was listed.
Again, we're only going through a very small portion of sales. I typically, on a typical day, like to do about 20 listings a day. So we only show 10 for the week.
Not even today. Today was 6.
Yeah,
There's a lot of, we're limited on time, and there's a lot of just loose figures that were listed. So
yeah.
if you're looking for loose figures, just scroll down the page and you'll see a bunch of stuff like blasters, other wrestlers. This is the other Hulk. That's actually a 5-inch Hulk, I want to say. Anyway, so join us on rogue5toys.com. We have a Patreon, patreon.com/fiveidiotstalkingtoys, where you get exclusive looks into collections and other items, bounty hunting, exclusive videos like After Dark, where we drop the pants and we go at it. Right? Is that what we do After Dark? At least Shane and John do that. I don't know.
No holds barred.
No holds barred. They wrestle themselves and they fight each other. So anyway, join us on there for exclusive content, early content. And then we have a podcast, 5 Idiots Talking Toys, that airs on Sunday nights. We have Wins and Whiffs, which airs on Wednesdays. And we have this 2 Idiots Talking Trailers, which the last time they tried to do it, they forgot to hit record. So they will probably never record another episode of that again. So that was short-lived. But anyway, we do offer that. So like and subscribe, comment down below if there's something you'd like to see. If you'd like us to just stop doing the show, we'll take your comments under
correct
advisement. And so anyway, thank you for joining us on another episode of Rogue 5 Rundown. We will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.